Yo, what's up guys? We're coming back at you with another part of the CRV engine swap. So as of right now, we're just waiting for Peyton to get back. He had to run somewhere quick. He had to go get the clutch alignment tool so we can get the clutch on, try to get the tranny on, pretty much try to get the engine in today. That'd be ideal. That's what we're shooting for. And Peyton had taken the rear end apart during the week to put his coils in, and his nut snapped off inside of the control arm. And he just said, fuck that. He bought new control arms. He's got a new bolt coming. And then he'll have coils back there too, so it'll be nice and crispy back there.
Shout out to Casey Soul at Van
Right.
Honda for the hookup with Honda hardware. Let's go.
Casey Soul, if you're watching this, fat Honda plug. Respect that. But as of right now, we're just waiting for Peyton. But I just wanted to get you guys up to speed.
So, I'm just trying to work them flat, and we're going to go 10, 14, and 19 foot-pounds. Where are we here? Alright.
That's what we were waiting on.
Here you go, Rick Bob.
A plastic piece of shit. See, sometimes we do use torque wrenches at Big's Garage.
Shout out to Gramps at Terry's Engine for the torque wrench.
Big shout out, dude. Comes in clutch. So, shame on me, definitely could have set the camera up and captured that, but I knew it was going to be more of a hassle than anything. Lots of jiggling, lots of shaking.
Yeah, it's not a good view of me bear hugging a transmission.
Yeah. But tranny is now attached to the engine. Super cool, big gains. Clutch is on like you guys seen. We're just gonna keep moving forward until old girl is back where she needs to be. Alright, little progress, but it's still some. Dust shield's going back on.
You don't want no dusty.
Ricky Bob got the half shaft on.
You know?
The mount, yep.
I just finished the
Tyler got the starter on.
slaves on too now.
Slave, starter. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Got a little pile of parts going on here. And just kind of give it a little
And now they're on here. So this is the engine we pulled. We were kind of just curious to see what happened. You can see that it jumped timing. You can't even spin the engine to get to where it needs to be, and look at all this shit in here. What's going on in there?
That's right.
What is that even? And we don't have the bolt down here to spin it. I tried to spin it at the camshaft, and it only goes like... So, yeah, she's pretty locked up. But as you can see, definitely jump timing. So, another dead motor for the graveyard. Yeah, so, no you're not.
No, you're not.
Another junk motor. Harness is back on. These go to that and there. We got this doodad on now. Got a couple more doohickeys. But she is ready to go back in. We're just removing this
I think that's
jumbo box down there because we're gonna put a cold air intake on it, so we don't need that anymore. So I'll do a time lapse of us putting the engine back in. The engine is back in. We can get the hoist out of here. Oh, almost tripped Rick Bob. Just literally tripped Tyler on camera. Bad hoist man. Do we want the jack out from under here now too?
I don't see why not. We'll have to reposition it to jack it up to do the drive shaft, but right now we'll focus on shifter cables, these few hoses.
We are just slowly putting things together. It's obviously not going to be running tonight. We knew that, but we're trying to just get as far as we can so that when the radiator hoses come in and the serpentine belts, serpentine, right on it, whatever one we call them. But we're just gonna push along, try to get as far as we can. We just got the dizzy on, so now we're gonna put the spark plug wires on. Little by little. So we were just cruising along, like I had mentioned, just putting things back together. Obviously it came down to the AC and the power steering at one point, and Tyler had grabbed the bracket. Where's the bracket at? Over here.
The bottom.
And it's not lining up.
So this is off of the B20. This is a GSR head. You'll notice right away that these are staggered. And these are straight across here. And they don't come close, so Austin had pulled it up. It's even got a different lower here. There's 2 holes there.
So like what they're showing on the internet, what everybody does is
You're good.
they just utilize these 2 holes here
These 2 there.
and those 2 down there.
Whereas
Correct.
the B20 is just a 3 whammy and it's straight.
And they also get rid of the B20 pump and they use like a B18 pump or something like that. This is also what I've just been reading off of forums in the last 10 minutes. I don't know how true all this information is. Yeah. Obviously there's some truth to it because the fucking B20 bracket's not bolting up.
It said
so.
94 to 01 B18 like you were saying, yeah.
So that's kind of frustrating, but always a solution.
On the plus side of things, Ricky's getting this side all buttoned up. Pretty cheery.
We were trucking along pretty good until that shitty ass roadblock. But like I was saying, a lot more blog reading, YouTube videos, and just see what everybody else has done. This has been done so many times, so we'll find something. We're as far as we're gonna get tonight. The harness for the CRV obviously didn't have a VTEC wire ran into it, so we have a Del Sol harness here, and we're gonna end up just robbing the VTEC. This is the VTEC plug right here. We're gonna run this all the way back through the harness, steal the wires, take the pin out, utilize that. Not doing that tonight, different day. What we are gonna do though is we're gonna get together tomorrow and we're gonna call a bunch of junkyards and hopefully they have an Integra there. And if you were to steal the motor out of it, why the hell would you want the power steering pump? You probably already have one, and hopefully you left the bracket there. So that's what we're hoping for. So we either might pick up doing that tomorrow if that's what we end up doing, or we'll just pick up another day where we're back in here. But this video isn't over with yet, so I'll just pick up wherever the hell we do. What's up, you guys? It's actually been a couple days since that last clip. I had said that we were gonna go to some junkyards and look for some power steering pumps and brackets. And Tyler actually called and they told us that they couldn't guarantee if they had brackets and they wouldn't go look. And if they took it off, it costed money, which I mean, that obviously makes sense. But they still wouldn't look and they had no idea if they had any, so whatever. Peyton ended up finding a GSR power steering pump and bracket, so he ordered that. And then he also ordered a different AC bracket, which is also GSR, is it not?
Yeah.
So those are coming. And then yeah, we had to order a concoction of belts, so that
2 out of 3.
that'll get rid of the old power steering pump. That'll be gone, obviously, because we'll have the pump. It'll be a weird bracket that I do believe that I did show in a clip. If I didn't, I'll show it now. But yeah, so the coils, the rear coils are back on the car. They got all dumped. New control arms. That bolt came in. Let me get a light so we can shine under there. It is actually, it's a little cramped in the shop right now. Let me show you why. And mind you, it is April 2nd. I have a drift event. In 18 days, there's a drift event. Look at this tree branch broke off. Fuck! Better be nice out. That is just ridiculous. So yeah, the dailies are in here, thawing out. Don't think I forgot about the control arms. I'll still show you. It just came back up here. Rick's got new fancy red radiator hoses. These are actually the same exact ones that I have for my GSR B16, whatever the fuck kind of swap you want to call that. the poor man's Type R swap. And where do we have a light? Let me get a light here so I can show you guys this fanciness going on under here. This way, we'll go this way. Okay. Brand new control arm. Coils installed. So yeah, a little bit of freshness going on down in the crust. Don't look at the crust. Look at the exhaust she's just spitting out. She's gonna be all beam, 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 pow, pow, pow.
No muffler.
Yeah, he did get it with no muffler. And he has an ECU with a jumper harness. So it's just a stock GSR ECU. We're not gonna go ripping on the CRV with the stock ECU. We're looking into chipped ECUs, Honda, kind of just searched around, keeping the options open. You know, you don't want to just, you gotta, you know, if you're gonna find something that you want, you also are gonna need a tuner that you know is gonna want to tune that. So maybe find a tuner first and then pick what you want. It's going back and forth. So that is also true. Honda would just be very easy, just very expensive. Everybody that is in the Honda community knows that. That is why I have a chipped P28 ECU tuned on chrome. But this thing has its own issues. Like when I hit VTEC and then I let off the gas and I try to hit VTEC again, it won't. And it seems like it loses a little bit of power. Let off the gas, cruise for a little bit just by letting the car roll, put it back in gear, hit the gas, wallop, hits VTEC, everything's fine again. Makes absolutely no sense. But that's what I got going on with this. So I gotta hit up Hunter Tuned again and ask him if he can help me, point me in the right direction. Maybe it's something with the tune. I really have no idea what it is. Absolutely zero idea. But with the way the weather is right now, I ain't driving it anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But my cousin Josh is coming to do a valve lash on the CRV this weekend, and pretty much we got to do the valve lash, get those brackets on. Exhaust is already on, you know, there's just a couple little button up things and we should be able to hear it run for the first time, so that'll be super cool. Plus if we're missing anything, Josh can point us in the right direction, check over the cams, check over the valves, everything, make sure all that shit looks good. So that's the plan. I'm honestly going to just end this video off because when I start it up again, that's the stuff we're going to be doing. I'll probably maybe show a little bit of Josh doing the valve lash. I'm going to 100% show the power steering pump and the AC bracket and that stuff. And then hopefully that day, once the belts will be here that day, we'll be able to start it. no finger, no promises, but fingers crossed. So just wanted to get you guys up to date. That's it though. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And as always, you guys have a nice night.